US Air Force planes land at Beijing airport ahead of US President Donald Trump's arrival on Wednesday.
At the invitation of President Xi Jinping, President Trump will pay a state visit to China, the first visit by a US president in 9 years. President Xi will hold in-depth discussions with President Trump on major issues concerning China-US relations, as well as world peace and development.
Washington and Beijing have been at loggerheads over issues ranging from trade tariffs to the Middle East war. Trump is expected to urge President Xi Jinping to pressure Iran into making concessions. Beijing is the biggest buyer of Tehran's oil, giving it leverage. China, meanwhile, wants to talk about Taiwan, which it claims as part of its territory. The US is an important ally to Taiwan, but Trump has demonstrated greater ambivalence towards it since his return to the White House.
There is one package that President Trump has announced of arms sales to support the defense of Taiwan, but there's a second package that has been languishing. And it is very much in President Xi's interest to instill upon President Trump the importance of keeping that second arms sales package languishing.
The White House has promised that Trump will, quote, deliver more good deals for Americans. His transactional approach has raised concerns that US support for Taiwan could become a bargaining chip.
I have a great relationship with President Xi. We're doing a lot of business, but it's smart business. We used to be taken advantage of for years with our previous presidents, and now we're doing great with China. We make a lot of money with China.
One card Taiwan holds is its semiconductor sector, which the US relies on to maintain an edge in its advanced technology race against China. In an attempt to reassure Taiwan ahead of the visit, the US Secretary of State said that the White House's policy towards it remained unchanged and that it didn't want to see any forced change in the situation.